When it comes to starting off a track or a new project, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Do you research into sound? Do you look at samples, art styles? How do you go about it?
I think like with my music, it's more of just a progression of me like as a human. I love chopping up soul samples and stuff, so I'm always listening for samples and looking for samples. I got a really good way of like digging. But when it comes to projects, man, it's more of a period of time for me. Like I want to have like different eras and stuff. I don't necessarily go into something like, oh, I'm gonna make a project now. I just make music every day. Say that it was a 3-month period, 6-month period or something, I would choose the best music, and I'm taking more time with my music than ever. There's definitely been times where, you know, I rush my music or not attacking things in the right way, but now I'm just doing things. It's so natural, bro. But yeah, with projects, man, I'm definitely a project person, man, because yeah, it's an era of singles and just things are moving very fast, and people don't want to take in music like how they used to. You know, as I was telling you earlier, man, old is gold, bro. The way of doing things that artists used like in the 2000s and 90s, that's what I'm trying to do in this era. Yeah, man.
When it comes to sampling or referencing back to things, whether that's sound or art styles, how close do you think you can get to a reference point? Yeah, what's your opinion on sampling and remixing things and making it your own?
On the sampling, man, I'm a thief, man. I would just take that music and just make it my own, bro. Like none of the samples on any of my projects, no one can tell what they are. Yeah, I chop something up until it sounds good to me. Obviously, it's the beauty of the music, so I definitely appreciate all the old music that I sample and stuff. I sample really good music, and I tend to sample a lot from black artists. I go back and look at black soul samples and stuff, maybe from songs that ain't even really known or weren't even hits and stuff, but I'd find some, you know, I find some samples that ain't even got a lot of plays, ain't even got a lot of views. Sometimes I sample Japanese music. But yeah, with sampling, man, it's a very powerful thing. You know, on every album there's going to be a couple beats where I'm just making it from scratch with synths and that kind of thing, but the sampling is a real power. Because yeah, man, there's something about it, bro. There's something about it, and there's something about the way that I've done it on the 140 tempo. It's never been done before. People do sample soul music and put it on 140, but they ain't doing it like I'm doing it though. You get me? But you get me? I got my own style with it, and then I add my pads and my bass lines, and yeah, man. But sampling is powerful, bro. There's so much good music out there. But yeah, I utilize other people's power, man.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, 100.
I think it's taking the time to build something yourself and from scratch. That's one thing, but also sampling and building upon legacies or building upon. I mean, sampling a single track, the amount of energy that's gone into that track being made in the first place.
Yeah.
You're bringing that power forward, and especially if you're doing it through like an artistic lens and you're referencing for a reason, even if that's just the beauty of the sound.
Yeah, man, it's transmutation at the end of the day.
100, man. 100.
It's transmutation, bro, because even a lot of these songs are really soulful. It's literally soul music. I'm taking the energy of and the pain or whatever that person put into their music at the time, and I'm using it to say my pain now. Do you know what I mean? So it's very powerful, bro, in the spiritual sense as well when I'm sampling. Yeah, man, I definitely, and I got a good selection with that as well.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I agree. When it comes to working with people, do you have a radar for bullshit? How do you go about, what's your line when it comes to, you know, someone wants to work with you check their shit out?
You know what it is, bro, like, my music has always been very personal to me. I'm definitely a solo artist, first and foremost, but recently, I understand now that I need to go and collaborate with people that are like-minded. I could never collaborate with someone that's not like-minded or I didn't like them as a person. You know, I got one feature on my last album with this girl, Karina, man. This girl, man, like, she's very beautiful on the inside and I respect her a lot. So that's why I wanted to work with her. I got so many friends that are talented singers and MCs and stuff. I want to work with them because I like them as people and what they stand for and stuff. Like, even if some of the biggest artists in the world, if I don't know them or like them, I can't work with them.
Yeah.
That's just how it is with collaboration. And you know, there's bullshit with everything, but I just stay out the way. I stay out the way, man. I do what God's telling me to do.
You spent a lot of time around the Soho area in London. when I first met you, anyway, that must have been a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Now having time to travel and meet creatives around the world, musicians, artists around the world, what are some things that London culture brings into art that you think is unique?
Yeah.
Good, like positive, negative, all of that. There's real world shit in it when you've experienced first-hand information that you've gathered through.
Well, I would say like there's good creatives everywhere, but again it's more of a personal thing for me. You know, I would respect someone's art if they're a good person more. You know what I mean? I feel like bad people don't actually make art that's good. Actually, do you get me? But I feel like in London, man, there's a lot of imposters and there's a lot of people that claiming to be creatives and claiming to do this. You know what? Who am I to say that you're creative or not? But it's like, in my opinion and stuff, you know, I can see when someone's about what they do and they really care about what they do and not what comes from what they do. There's bare people that just care about what comes from what they do, not actually the actual thing. So when I see someone cares about what they do and they're actually, you know, and it's not just like we're in the pub talking about fucking like, you know, patterns and this t-shirt and shit. Nah, it's like someone that actually knows, nah, this is, you get me? Someone that's real. I like people that are real artists. And people like that exist everywhere. It's not just London that's got people that are imposters or whatever. It's everywhere, bro. Everywhere, man. There's always gonna be people that are about it and not. And you know what? It's the real people they're the ones that's they're gonna stand the test of time. So we're gonna see in 10 years who's really about it and who was just really in the pub saying that they're this and saying that. Nah, we're gonna see it. You get me? In the grand scheme of things. Bro, it's not even just a London thing, man. It's everywhere, man. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah. Anything you want to say to the people?
Big up everyone that's supporting the journey. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm just myself. I've never been like so comfortable in my own skin before. But now, like, I know who I am in it, and that's why things are coming to fruition. Because, you know, I spent so much time. I would say this one message actually to people, yeah. It's like when you spend so much time like forcing something, trying to make something work, it's because you want it, right? Like you really want this thing to work out. Just relax. Everyone needs to just relax and do what they love, because you know what? I've been making beats since I was 13 years old and making tunes since I was 14 years old. And I got lost worrying about every other thing other than that. When I was in London, I was lost in every other thing, concerned with every other thing, other than actually just building them Lego blocks like I did when I was a kid. You know what I mean? But when I actually went back to, I'm going back to how I was when I was a kid. When I was a kid making them beats and building them Lego blocks, I won't think about nothing else except doing it. Now, that's the same thing I'm doing in my adult life. And that's how I move creatively, and I would say to any creative, that's how you gotta be as well, man. Don't care about nothing, don't watch nothing. Like JME's got a lyric, yeah, or who was it? Yeah, it was like an interview of JME and Skepta told him to smash his TV. It was like some clip of JME from years back, yeah, and Skepta told him smash his TV. And then JME's got a bar, he's like, Skepta told me don't watch nothing, so I went home and smashed my TV. That's what everyone's got to do. Allow it. You know what the new TV is? It's a fucking smartphone.
Yeah, man.
Smash your TV, man. Don't watch what no one's doing, bro. Do what you love to do.
Yeah,
now that I've started to do that, bro, everything's blessed now. You get me? No stress, no work, because I'm not competing, I'm not thinking about nothing. I care about music, bro. I care about art and putting sick shit on the internet. People overcomplicate like life and creating things so much, bro. It's actually simple. You just gotta make sick shit and put it on the internet. And when you actually find out those codes, it's simple, bro. It's simple. So that's the message that I put out to people.
No, I respect that. Yeah. It ties back into kind of what we were chatting about at the beginning, where I asked you about sampling and referencing, but then you've kind of added on to that where you've said don't watch what other men are doing too much. Like, it's good to go back and dig through the archives and check like historical things and stepping stones and how we've got here today. But I think more time people are just trying to emulate what's hot right now, and you're always going to be late to that. I mean, if you trust yourself, you trust it as you come today, you've got what you need to make what you need to make. Run with it, man. Do your own thing.
Yeah.
Don't listen to the noise, and definitely don't take too much advice from people on doing what you're trying to do.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I take no advice. I don't take no advice from no one, bro. I know some of the legends in the game, some of the biggest MCs in the game, bro, I ask them for advice. They say you know everything. You don't even need no advice, bro.
Yeah,
you get me?
Yeah,
You got to do what your heart's telling you to do and what your intuition tells you to do, and you can apply that to anything in life.
Yeah.
You get me? Because really, more time you're right. If you got a feeling, like more time you're right. You get me? So just follow the feeling. That's what I would say.